Hello friends, welcome once again to another video related to step-by-step WordPress development. Here we are discussing about how to add domain name to a hosting service. So to add domain name to a hosting service, before doing that you need a hosting service. We discussed it in the previous video also, that from where we can get the domain names, from where we can get the hosting. One such example is hostgator.com. This is a website from where you can buy hosting service. So you can also get domain names from here. Now the thing is, in their hosting service, this is the hostgator.com. So in their hosting service, you will see there is WordPress hosting. So they have dedicated WordPress hosting, which is optimized for WordPress, and you can see it costs you $5.95 per month, and here you get a free domain also. So if you will buy something like this, you will always get a domain name included with your hosting, and this will give you one site, so you can host up to one site here, and it will give you 1 GB backup and all. So you, from wherever you are buying hosting, just remember, please read these plans carefully. Suppose you have two websites or three websites, so these are the plans. If you don't want dedicated WordPress hosting, you can always go for shared hosting also. I'm not just talking about HostGator in particular. Most of the hosting providers have WordPress dedicated hosting also, and they have starter plans also. So, for example, we have this Hashlink plan, that which they are calling it. It has single website, and you can see it is cheaper than the dedicated WordPress hosting. And you can see it has one-click WordPress install as well. So this is the first thing. Choose your favorite hosting and just register it. When you will register your hosting, when you will buy your hosting, whether you are buying it from GoDaddy, BigRock, HostGator, Bluehost, these are the big names. So now when you are buying your hosting from these service providers, what you have to do, these and then you have to buy a domain name also. So if you are buying a domain name with your hosting service, then there will not be any problem for you in setting up the things. So you can skip this part. But if you are buying domain name from different service, so the thing is, this video is particularly for those people who are buying domain name from different service providers and buying hosting from different service providers. So suppose you are buying hosting from some different service provider, and you are buying domain name from different service provider. So this will help you in understanding how you can add your domain name to your hosting. What you have to do is add your domain name to your hosting. Now the thing is, when you will buy your domain name, so let's say this part, obviously the right hand side part is domain name. So in your domain name you will find DNS management. So in your domain name you will find DNS management, where you will find options to update your name servers. So it will look basically something like this. When you will manage your DNS settings, you will get options for adding name server 1, name server 2, name server 3 and 4. Again, this depends from a service provider to service provider. The interface depends upon different type of service providers, but the options will be the same. You just have to add these name servers. And the most important thing is, these name servers, from where you will get these name servers? You will get these name servers from your hosting providers. So your you can, when you will register your hosting, so your hosting providers will send you these name servers. Example of one such name server is, for example, ns1.apz.com. So and ns2.apz.com. So there is one hosting provider that is called as infinityfree.net. So this is also a free hosting provider. So infinityfree.net. and this hosting provider provides these hosting servers. So when you have bought hosting from infinityfree.net, so first of all, you have to add these name servers to your domain name. These are the domain name settings. Domain name settings. So in your domain name settings, you have to find this. So this is very easy to do. If you are somehow, if you are not able to find it, you can always refer to the support staff from where you have bought your domain name. So you can call or chat to their support, and they will help you in finding where is the DNS setting. Okay. So now the thing is, when you have added the name servers that are provided by your hosting provider, so the first thing is you have to buy a hosting, then you have to buy a domain. Although if you will buy a domain, you can buy hosting later also, but the thing is you have to connect them. Okay. Now considering you have added these steps, or you have completed this step, so similarly we what we have here is we have a client, and this client wants us to host the website. So they have bought this domain name. This is dharmnagari.in. So they have bought this domain name, and they want us to host this website on our hosting server. So I have bought my hosting from HostGator, and I have bought this baby plan actually, so that I can host any number of WordPress websites, any number of sites in particular, and I will get a one-click WordPress installation also. From here, you can see they have already uploaded the name servers. So for some security reason, I'm not showing the name servers, but these name servers are added. And the thing is, um, so they bought this domain name, and in the DNS setting they added the name servers. I provided them these name servers because I am managing the hosting service here. So I provided them these name servers. So now the first part is complete. Adding name servers to your domain name is complete. Now in the next part we will see how we can add this domain to the hosting service. So this manage.hostgator.in, because I am based in India. So this manage.hostgator.in, uh, this is the URL from which I log into my control panel. So this is basically the C panel. This is my hosting C panel. Here you can see we have email account, forwarders, and whatnot. So this is where we can manage our hosting. We have file manager, we have MySQL databases and all. So that in the previous videos we created a website. Now let's take a task that we have to transfer that website to a hosting service, because that website was developed in localhost using XAMPP, and we want people to see that website. And let's say the domain name that we have just got is the domain name. So now what we have to do, you have to search for a option from where you can add domain to your hosting service. So most of the time you will get this C panel, and in this C panel, adding domains is known as add-on domains. If you have got any other hosting service, so there they will have manage domains, add domains, something like that. So now you have to go to add-on domains. So when we have to add a new domain, so we call it add-on domains in this service provider. Here the domain name that we just got, I will add that domain dharmnagari.in, and now this subdomain is automatically created, and now you just have to add domain. So you can also create a FTP account here. So once you will create the FTP account, So you'll be able to log in using the FTP clients like FileZilla. We are not discussing about that. We are discussing some easier solutions. So now here you can see we have the file manager also. So now this is the file manager. This simply means that this hosting provider has given me a space on their computer in which I will transfer my website's files. And when someone will open this web domain, this is dharnagri.in. When someone will open this domain, they will be able to see the website which we created in the previous steps. So now what we have to do by using this upload, we have to upload the zip files first. So the WordPress files that we created, we have to create a zip file of that and then we have to upload it here. Let's see how we can do that. So inside our C drive, XAMPP folder and htdocs folder lies our website, which is my website. It may be different in your case. So I have simply created a zip file. To create a zip file, all you have to do is select all the folders and then select all the folders, right click, and because I have 7-zip installed, you may have WinZip or WinRAR installed. All you have to find is add to archive. You can also go send to and send to compressed zip folder. This will also do the same thing. So this my website, this particular zip folder is something that we need to upload. Okay. So now simply click on upload. So now it is asking us to drop a file or start uploading. So it is a very straightforward process. Just select the file and locate it in your computer. So this is the file. Select my website, click open, and now it will start uploading the website. So the WordPress website has two main things. First thing is your files and second thing is your database. So those two things will be migrated to this hosting server separately. So first of all we have migrated the files. So now we can go back and now you can see this my website.zip has been uploaded. Now all you have to do is right click and extract. So we want to extract in this particular folder. We want all the files from our local host to be extracted here. So you can see it has been extracted and you can see here that the extraction process is complete and we have these files here. So this is how you can uh, transfer files. In the next part we will see how we can transfer the database to our hosting and then you will see how we can connect the files and the database so that our website will open.